Roppongi Hills is one of the most iconic locations in Tokyo, and with so much to see and do here, what's worth it? We are going to go through the top 10 attractions to give you an idea of what you should add to your itinerary and what you should skip. Let's go to Roppongi.
The next stop is Roppongi.
Hey guys, Hoang here, and today we are going to dive into the top 10 highlights and attractions that make Roppongi Hills one of the most iconic locations in Tokyo. Roppongi Hills is a lavish area filled with world-class museums, shopping, and restaurants. And with that, let's dive into it. Starting off our list at number 1, we have the iconic Mori Tower. This 238 meter or 781 foot tower is the 6th tallest building in Tokyo, not to be confused with the Asahi Hills Mori JP Tower or the Toranomon Hills Mori Tower, both of which are taller than the Mori Tower in Roppongi. But that doesn't make it any less spectacular. The observation deck of this tower is called the Tokyo City View and is located on the 52nd floor of the Roppongi Hills Mori Tower. This observation deck has amazing views of the city, and in particular, amazing views of Tokyo Tower. You can get stunning 360-degree views of the city of Tokyo with floor-to-ceiling windows from a relatively central point in Tokyo, as opposed to the Tokyo Skytree or Shibuya Sky, which are a little more on the edges. The 54th floor of the Roppongi Mori Tower is an open-air rooftop deck, but since 2024, it has unfortunately been closed to the public. The Tokyo City View observation deck is a much less busy and more peaceful alternative to the more popular Tokyo Skytree or Shibuya Sky observation decks, which can be insanely crowded. Tickets here are also much easier to get than tickets for the Shibuya Sky at sunset, which are always sold out instantly upon release. The ticket prices are 2,000 yen for adults, with cheaper prices for students and children as well as seniors. Also on the 52nd floor is the Mori Arts Center Gallery, which features cultural or pop culture displays. One other thing on the 52nd floor is the Moon Restaurant and Bar, which serves food with a stunning view of the skyline. This can be a nice and relaxing break during your trip to enjoy some drinks and take in the view. One other thing to note is that if you are a fan of the movie Your Name, you will see that the observation deck is one of the locations featured in the movie. If you want to track down locations from the movie, Roppongi is a great place to see some. Speaking of art, the next item on our list is also here in the Mori Tower, and that is the Mori Art Museum, which is located on the 53rd floor. The art museum is categorized as contemporary art. It's a bit abstract and modern, and I don't fully understand all of it myself, but maybe you do. So I can't personally speak to how amazing this museum is, but from what the articles say online, this is one of the best contemporary art museums in Tokyo. It also houses some of the world's biggest names in contemporary art, so if this is your thing, then check it out. Tickets for the museum are cheaper if you buy them online and range from 2,100 yen to 2,500 yen for adults. And again, with cheaper prices for students and children along with seniors. Outside at the base of the tower, you will see an art piece by the artist Luis Borges, which is, well, a giant spider. I won't show it here for all the non-spider lovers, but just know that it is 30 feet high and 33 feet wide, or roughly 9 meters tall and wide. Apparently, to the artist, it was a symbol and tribute to her mother, who was a weaver and made tapestries. Though personally, I would probably have chosen something a bit different if I was trying to honor someone, but that's why I'm not a contemporary artist. Also, at the base of the Mori building, you will find a massive mall complex with lots and lots of amazing high-end shops to go shopping at, So if you are a shopper, then this is the place to be. All right, moving on to our third item and the final Mori item on this list, and that is the Mori Garden. The garden itself is not the largest in Tokyo, and compared to other parks in Tokyo, it is kind of small. But one thing that it has going for it is the cherry blossom trees, which when they bloom in the spring, offer stunning views of the cherry blossom trees with the city in the background, and at the right angles with Tokyo Tower in the background. The park also has this heart sculpture, which is iconic and has tranquil and scenic areas throughout to help you catch a break from the city. One neat thing about this park, as opposed to other parks in Tokyo, is that it is open 24 hours a day. The trees at night are lit up, and this means that during cherry blossom season, even at night, this park is a popular place to go and view the cherry blossoms. So in short, between checking out the sprawling high-end modern luxuries of Roppongi, take a break at the Mori Garden and relax a little. Now, right next to the Mori area in Roppongi, head to Keyakizaka Street. This street, along with the Roppongi Hills complex here, have plenty of high-end restaurants and shops for you to enjoy. This is not the place to go if you are looking for a budget deal. The Travel Around Atlas does say that the shopping experience in this mall is second to none, and that it offers a premium shopping experience with a touch of culture. In addition to the shopping, this street is lined with trees, and during cherry blossom season, it is a beautiful place to take photos and enjoy the trees. During the Christmas season in the winter, the trees along the street are lined with around 800,000 LED lights, and visitors flock from all over the world to take the iconic photo along this street with the lights and the trees framing the nearby Tokyo Tower. A quick bonus item here is the Tokyo Tower itself. Now, the tower is not directly in Roppongi, but it is a short walking distance away from here. Tokyo Tower is the second tallest structure in Japan after the Tokyo Skytree, which is the tallest freestanding tower in the world. The Tokyo Tower is an iconic landmark and worth a visit if you are in Roppongi, though you can get amazing views of the tower in Roppongi, so there might not be a need to go to the tower itself directly. Moving along to the next attraction, the TV Asahi building, which is an 8-story building and studio located in Roppongi. It is the headquarters of TV Asahi, which is one of the big 6 broadcasters based in Tokyo. Hit shows from this network include Mobile Suit Gundam, Sailor Moon, Doraemon, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Detective Conan. In the building here, you can go and see displays filled with station branded activities and take photos with displays of popular characters like Doraemon, eat at themed cafes, and of course, shop for themed merchandise. The building itself is free to enter and opens until 7 p.m., which is a little bit later than some other activities and attractions, so it can be nice to visit later in the evening when everything else is closing. Nearby, you will also find the Tokyo National Art Center, which in my opinion has one of the coolest photo spots in Tokyo. Entrance into the building itself is free, though some of the exhibitions you do have to pay for, and it is one of the largest exhibition spaces in the country. But back to the photo. The photo spot that I'm referring to is on the 2nd floor of the building, and it is of the cafe here. Like the photo spot in the Tokyo City observation deck that I mentioned before, if you've seen the movie Your Name, there is a cafe featured in the movie, and this is the real life location of that cafe. I took a photo at that cafe spot and tried to get the same exact frame from the movie, and I think I got pretty close. The way the cafe is designed gives it a really cool vibe, and it is totally worth the visit, in my opinion, just for this photo. The museum is closed on Tuesdays unless Tuesdays happens to be a national holiday, then it will be closed on the following business day, so plan accordingly. Some of these special exhibitions here, which are temporary and are often large scale, do cost money to enter, and they usually cost around 2,000 yen or 14 US dollars, but they do bring in big artists, so it is worth checking out to see what exhibitions are available during the time that you are here. If instead you want to see a different kind of art, check out the International House of Japan for a more cultural experience. The International House of Japan, sometimes shortened as iHouse, not to be confused with IHOP, is a foundation that was set up to promote international cultural exchange. There is no entrance fee, which makes this a neat spot to stop by. Apparently, the International House of Japan is also a popular wedding location as well. There is a restaurant here, the Sakura restaurant, which serves food that is a bit on the fancier side. There are also rooms here for those wanting a classy stay, but I do believe that you do have to be members of the facility in order to stay here. Our next stop is the Suntory Museum of Art, which is next to the Tokyo National Art Center that we talked about before. The museum itself does have changing art exhibitions, so you can look into what special exhibitions are currently displaying here. The art exhibitions cost 1,800 yen to enter or 1,600 yen if you book in advance, with discounts for university students and younger. The museum itself is not that large, so if you are not super into art, then this may be a pass for you. One bonus museum though that shouldn't be a pass is Team Lab Borderless. And just like the Tokyo Tower, while this isn't directly in Roppongi, it is right next door and an easy walk. This is an interactive art exhibit that is super popular with social media users and really is quite breathtaking. The cool thing about the exhibits here is that they do change frequently, with lights and projections shifting and changing the vibes of the rooms completely. So as you pass through the exhibits, you can walk back into a room that you were in minutes before, and it can look and feel completely different. Team Lab Borderless is a cool place to visit if you are into art and photography, and I have a complete guide on Team Lab Borderless, so if you are interested, check that out. The next spot is the Hie Shrine, which is a shrine located on the edge of Roppongi and Akasaka. This shrine has over 600 years of history and can give you that iconic photo of the torii gates, along with being a bit more of an ancient cultural experience in the midst of a very modern part of Tokyo. Though as far as ancient goes, the main entrance of the shrine has quite a few stairs, so prepare for that, or take the more modern escalator on the side of the stairs for an easier, more enjoyable experience. The shrine itself is not huge, and if you are already going to, say, the Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto, then you can skip this one. But if you aren't going to Kyoto, then the torii gates here will easily give you the same feeling as if you were at the Fushimi Inari Shrine. Lastly, one other thing to do in Roppongi is eat. The Moon restaurant that we talked about earlier is a great place to grab a drink and enjoy the skyline. If you want something unique, well, I've heard that one of the best pizza places in Japan, and some commenters say in the world, is here in Tokyo, and it is the Savoy Azabujuban. This place has a lot of impressive reviews, with many saying that it is the best pizza they've ever had and that they come back to this spot whenever they visit Japan. I haven't gotten to try this place out personally yet, but from the photos, it does look quite good. Another restaurant worth checking out is the omakase restaurant Chisen. The main focus here is seafood, and they prepare each and everything that you eat to make it a delightful culinary experience. There are plenty of other restaurants to try out in Roppongi, but one final one is Gyopao Gyoza, which serves soup dumplings along with dim sum and gyozas. Reservations are recommended, so if you want to check out the food here, then make sure to plan in advance. Roppongi is a very modern and luxurious area in Tokyo, and if that's the vibe you're going for, then check it out. Have you been to Roppongi? What are your favorite spots here? Let me know in the comments section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.